Philly fam, I'm back. I'm back.
Oh, yo, man, it's 4133 the pod. I got day one back with me again. They came to get gritty with Smitty, man. So we're gonna start with Kyle. How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
I'm good, brother. Chilling. Excited to get into the pod, bro. Talk about the draft. I'm good.
How did your draft go? We all want to know.
I'd give it a C, probably. It was cool. I think we took Will McDonald in the first way too early. I think we got the best center in the draft, and then we just got a bunch of athletes. That's really how I'm looking at it. But I think we did the best we could without moving around too much. So I'm cool with it, man. It's cool.
And talk to me. We on top of the world, man. So talk to me, please.
You already know what it is.
we are fleecing people. It feels so unreal.
It really is. Ski mask
What's
Howie
the
season.
biggest fleece of the weekend for you?
The biggest fleece of the weekend for me. Oh man, there's so many good ones, but I think DeAndre Swift for basically free is the biggest one for me.
Basically free. If he lead this year, we get a fourth round compensatory that we gave them
Exactly.
the same year. So they basically giving us our pick back.
Exactly. We swapped, what was it, like 5th or 6th round picks with them? And we get a comp pick. So he's here for free. How does he keep getting away with this stuff? I don't
it's
get it.
reported that GM's mad at him though. They tired of him fleecing him. I don't understand. The logic behind the situation to me is just like, how do you still deal with him after he do this to you? And you see GMs get fired for dealing with Howie, and then it's like, I want to deal with Howie. Cool. We cool with it. You gonna give us all your pieces, we cool with it.
It's always when I think of Howie Roseman and how he is on the phone with other general managers, I think of like The Godfather. He's like, listen, I have a deal. You're not turning this down. This is exactly how this is gonna go. You're gonna give me DeAndre Swift. We're gonna swap these picks, and it's gonna be good for both of us.
Well, since you brought him up, I got a clip for you. Here we go.
Oh yeah!
What's going on, y'all? DeAndre Swift here. Excited to be back home. Excited to get to work.
It's RB1.
You know, I clipped that for you, man. You know, I clipped
RB1.
that for you. I thought you was gonna bring him up a little bit later, but you jumped right into it. So I was like, well,
listen.
right.
The crazy thing is, I wish I had the thing to pull it up, but shout out my guy Ben. We were texting.
If you want to pull it up, hit present at the bottom of your screen. You see it?
It's on my phone. Here, I'll send it.
Where do you have it on Twitter?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it.
Open it on Twitter on your computer and then hit present. You can show it to everybody. You gonna make me do it? You really gonna make me do it? All right. God damn it.
It's easy enough.
Hold on, I gotta go to it.
But anyway, so shout out my guy Ben. We're talking about the Eagles and stuff. The first round, how the board kind of fell, and how DeAndre Swift was on the trading block, and I was like, Howie has 2 seconds. I wouldn't be surprised, or it was a late second and early third, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if he flips one of them for DeAndre Swift. And that was Friday afternoon.
Can everybody see that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, you see yesterday, 316. This was Saturday when the trade went down.
Right.
I was like, I wonder if Howie'd use one of them picks, get Swift, and then take either Branch or Ringo if they're there.
Right.
And then one day later, sure enough, Howie trades for DeAndre Swift and takes Ringo in the 4th round. I was like, bro, there is no way that just went on like visionary status. That is like crazy.
That is crazy. Listen, I was on the phone right before the draft, like this day 2 draft, and I'm driving to my mom's house. I'm like talking to my brother, and I'm like, man, I won't cook. We're more than likely gonna get Swift. He like, why you don't want Swift? I said, I didn't say I don't want Swift. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm more inclined to think we would get a dude like DeAndre Swift. He cheaper. He more in Howie, will range. How we can make that happen.
He made it happen.
He did. He did do that.
Yeah. I'm so elated at how the draft went.
Right. Kyle sent me Kyle, I had to go in and find all your picks, man. I was like, dang, I gotta make sure all his picks from the weekend is on there. I wasn't doing undrafted, so what up, EC1? I wasn't doing undrafted, so it would have been a whole lot more, and I probably wouldn't have been able to fit it on there.
Mm-hmm.
You got some good picks, man. So who is your standout, pick for the weekend?
It's easily Joe Tippmann, center out of Wisconsin in the 2nd round. I was thinking we were going to take a center mad early in the 1st round. That's what I was hoping we were going to do. But for the best center in the draft to fall to the mid-2nd, bro, that shit was elite. And then I also think in the 5th round, I can't even pronounce this man's name out of Pittsburgh. Israel Abanikanda? Maybe that's his name.
Oh, yeah, the baddest running back out of Brooklyn. What you talking about, man?
Yeah, bro. Shoot. I don't know, but I hear a lot of good things about him, that he's a good punt returner, kick returner, and that's what we need after losing Braxton Berrios this last offseason. So I'm here for it, man.
I've been watching some play from that dude, Carter Warren. Y'all got him out of Pitt. He a nice pickup, man. And he could be versatile if you got the right coaches around him. You can get him in a nice spot. I kind of like that pick.
Facts. I'm here for depth, bro. That's no problem.
I think the Will McDonald was the reach, though.
Yeah, that was not a good pick, I don't think. I mean, he's a defensive player. We have a defensive head coach. So if you're going to reach for anything, reach for defense. So I'm not going to hate on it too much. It just depends on what he becomes. Like all these drafts.
I think technically y'all wanted Lucas Van Ness. And y'all settled for Will McDonald. I'm telling you, bro. I felt like it. Listen, I did a live that night, and they said, who you think come off the board? I was like, the Jets are gonna take Lucas Van Ness. And they were like, why? I was like, it just seems like a Jets pick. Yeah. It seemed like something the Jets do, like, yeah, we're gonna take him. And then it was like, oh damn, okay, we're gonna take the next edge on the board that we like, Will McDonald. Either or, I wasn't really high on Will McDonald or Lucas Van Ness. I think both of them are projects. I think both of them were 2nd round talents. Because either one of them, I think both of them are going to be starters day 1, but I think neither one of them are going to be ready to be on the field.
I don't think we wanted Van Ness. I think we wanted Broderick Jones, who went right before us at 14, bro. I seen that pick. I was like, great, all the tackles are gone, so we got to figure something out. But it's cool. It is what it is, man. I ain't tripping too much.
All right. So, it's been interesting, though. And, man, I mean, we got Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, Sidney Brown, my favorite pick of the weekend. Everybody was on Jalen Carter, but I was really interested in to see how you feel about who could be our starting defense next year. Do you got somebody in mind?
Who could start on defense?
Yeah, like I was coming up with a starting lineup, and I was thinking, maybe Fletch, probably Sweat, Reddick. Um, I don't know if it'd be Jordan Davis or Jalen Carter.
Yeah, I don't know either between those guys. I think Nolan Smith sees a lot of action because I've been watching videos and reading stuff about his versatility, whether like I mean again, we don't know what Sean Desai is gonna run, but he can put his
Right.
hand in the dirt. He can be a coverage guy. He's got 4.3 speed that he can kind of cover tight ends. He did it quite a bit at Georgia.
He did.
Um, he brings a lot of creativity to Sean Desai. I was watching one of the Jacob Sports shows. Seth Joyner was on talking about all the different looks that he could possibly throw, and it's just like, yeah, the NASCAR package, the Formula One package, all the speed. Because
It's
he
ridiculous
can
what they gave
cover.
Howie to play with.
Yeah, he can cover better than Hassan Reddick, like dropping back. Not that Hassan Reddick can't do it well, but
Right.
Nolan Smith has a track record for doing that. Um, and I mean, he's just an athletic freak. Um, you know, honestly, I think Nolan Smith can be on the level of Micah Parsons. I think he's that good.
He needs a little a little tune up, Pat. He needs a
Yeah.
little to get it right, but he can be that. Hey, my bad, Kyle. The guy y'all wanted was that tackle. Yeah, you right. You definitely right. That tackle. I heard him talk about it this morning. I was like, dang, he right. They wanted that tackle, and they moved back 2 spots and missed him. And Bill Belichick did that on purpose. He did. He's like, whatever it takes not to let them get anything, I'm doing it.
It
Yeah,
is what it is.
he said, "Can Nolan return punts and kicks? We need some special teams." So, listen, hey, I think that dude Devin Allen gonna really, really be something this year, man. I think he gonna be. And Olamido Zakitis, he's a returner. We
Yeah.
got some returners this year. I think our return coach should have been fired.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Michael Clay.
It's not
I
even
mean, I
being a
like
fan of him. It's the fact that it feels like he don't have people in the right position. Like I'm looking at the field. I never played special teams. I played football, but I was always on the sideline when special teams came. But just looking at it from the perspective we get to see it, I'm like, that look a lot too. Okay. He got a shoestring. In the Super Bowl, when it counted the most, you wasn't able to tell your punter, "Hey, put it on the sideline tightrope."
hmm
You don't want him in the middle of the field. It's too open right here. He put it. Sipos put it right in the middle of the field.
or just kick it out of bounds. Don't let him return it.
Put much leg as you can towards the out
Yeah.
of bounds line. If you can't hang it out of bounds because you think you might cut too far, just hang it on the sideline. When he get it, his only option to get back is to go the other way where all the defenders at.
hmm Yeah. I
We got
don't know.
Legatron though. We picked up Legatron, whoever the hell he is.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about him? I heard he was averaging like 70-yard punts in one game. He was like 70-yard and bombing. I was like, that's not good because your offense really sucks.
Yeah.
He was getting it in though. I mean, I guess.
I mean, hey, uh, we need competition at the punter position. I'm cool with it.
Right.
Do you see they gave Aaron Sipos Djax's number?
Really?
They really did. They did my man
That's
dirty.
that's dirt. Oh, that's dirt. So Kyle, I wanna ask you a question. So you kind of see your team. You have, I mean, what is your ceiling to the season next year, and what is your floor next year?
I think ceiling would be something like 12-5, playing for maybe the AFC Championship game. Floor, like fucking 7-10, dude. 7-10, missed the playoffs, no problem. I just don't know what I'm getting. I don't know what I'm getting. And I won't know until like week 6. Then I'll know. But
You do have an elderly quarterback, but he's not that bad. He can get it done.
He's an MVP recently.
Yeah, very recently.
And he's got a lot of guys around him.
I know, but our schedule's impossible. Bro, it's so bad. I'm so freaking nervous, bro. Oh, I'm sweating it out now, dude. And it's season.
And same question. You know, we see we got new acquisitions. Things have gotten better. It looks like the honey pot is a little bit sweeter than it was. What's the ceiling? What's the floor?
The floor, I think, as far as like a win total.
Like, you know, win total, where you finish at, you know, is you in the playoffs, not in the playoffs, any of that. Whatever you want to include as your ceiling, whatever you want to include as your floor.
Yeah. I think the floor is honestly repeating as division champ at 11, 12 games. The ceiling, this team right now, can it go 17-0? I don't know. That's how I'm feeling. Probably not. I will say probably not.
You jumped out on that boat, Kyle.
I think we could win 13-14 again and get back to the Super Bowl. I mean, we're leaps and bounds by far the best team in the NFC. I mean, anybody else like the Niners and the Cowboys, what they've done in the offseason, they haven't done enough to compete with the Eagles of what they've done to kind of keep the gang together, run it back, all while paying Jalen Hurts a fat bag. Like,
right.
You look at the 49ers, they lost some guys in key spots. They didn't really address it the way that I would have liked. The Cowboys, they signed some guys, but again, you have Dak Prescott at quarterback. And you know, I can't trust Dak when I don't see that success. Like, you're in a legacy game in the divisional round. 2 picks, stink it up. If we play them at the Link in the playoffs, he's getting eaten alive. I'm sorry. I don't think there's a team in the NFC right now that can compete with us. Even the Lions or like the Bears, some of the like sneaky teams that might have like a really weak strength of schedule next year. I just think we're the most overall put together team as of now. And yeah, we don't have a ceiling. The ceiling is the roof. In the words of the great MJ, the ceiling is the roof. The roof is another Super Bowl.
Okay, so I'm gonna put a little salt on the wound, right? So you said 17. I ain't go that far with the ceiling. I ain't go that far. I went a little bit in. I went 15-2 Super Bowl champion. You know what I'm saying? That's the ceiling for me, and like continuous success. Like, I think we are in a position, man, where like most teams don't get. Like, we got players that's leaving next year, and their replacement is already here for you to tool them up this year. You know what I'm saying? And then my floor is probably like being a wild card, making it probably to the divisional round. That's like the floor for me because I see so much talent, but it got to be put together right. You know what I'm saying? You can't just look at it. Okay, they drafted. All right, it's been teams that's done this before. They've drafted from the great organizations and they get good players that are in college, and then it didn't work out. The Raiders did it like a few years ago when Clemson was on that run. They were taking all them Clemson players, but they wasn't taking the right ones. Mm-hmm. I'm praying that we took the right one.
I'm thinking that we did. But just looking at the impact guys on that Georgia defense, Nakobe Dean, he was the leader of those guys. Jalen Carter arguably was one of the most disruptive guys on that Georgia defensive line. And Nolan Smith, I mean, he has all the tools to be an absolute wrecking ball. And then you add like BG, Josh Sweat, Fletcher Cox, Hassan Reddick to that. That's a filthy front.
So we talked about Quentin Williams last time. Is there
Mhm.
any news on that Quentin Williams deal? Like y'all in negotiations with this young man, or are y'all gonna mess around and let him be out there as an unrestricted free agent next year? I'm just
My
wondering.
my guess is we're probably talking to him now. And I'd imagine they'd want to get something done before OTAs, but bro, I don't know what we doing. He wants a bag. He wants to be the highest paid defensive
He wants
tackle.
he want that
Harvey.
money like your boy got out there at
Mm-hmm.
Washington.
Yeah, he wants it bad. I don't.
You see that?
I
What
think
was
we
it
should
with
give him.
Haynes? Did they pay Payne? They paid Payne, didn't they?
Deron Payne, yeah.
What they gave him 4 years, what 90 something, 96, 97 million.
About
It was
So
over
he
2
want 4
years.
years, probably 100. He want that back.
that's what I'm afraid of.
You better call Howie and ask for some directions on how to get that deal done where it don't kill you.
Yeah, they better get right on that. But I don't know. I from what I'm hearing, there's no movement. Everybody's keep talking about PayQ. Hashtag PayQ's been all over Jets Twitter. But I don't know. We'll have to see, bro. It's a lot of damn money.
Kyle, I think that's for you. I think he said you tired of the bullshit.
I'm really tired of the bullshit.
I think you and look, every fan ain't gonna accept mediocrity. You know what I'm saying? It's fan bases out there. Let's be real. We know who they all are.
Mhm.
That glorify small achievements, lifetime achievement
Listen,
award. You know what I'm
listen,
saying?
I don't care if we win 4 games to 12 games. If we doing the right things to eventually win 12 games, that's all I give a shit about. Because, like, fuck, this shit's been so fucking annoying. Oh,
He was
You may
this close last year on our program from like signing his fandom to another team. He was this close.
this close.
I'm so serious.
I told him in the
So you have
offseason,
like
I said if we did not get Derek Carr or Aaron Rodgers, I would flip my fandom.
let's say let's give a scenario. So what happens if it's like 3-14 and you got Aaron Rodgers out there?
If he's out there the whole season,
Whole season, y'all go 3-14. He don't miss a game.
they're gonna have to rebuild my hometown. They're gonna have to rebuild my hometown. Oh, it ain't good.
It's a yeah. See, that's what Aaron gonna do to y'all. He gonna come out, take y'all to an old playoff game, and then be like, I don't think I can do this anymore.
It's been real. Real Jets Nation.
And then you're gonna be looking Zach Wilson in the face like, I'm stuck with your shitty.
Tom Brady did the exact thing to Tampa Bay. He won him a Super Bowl, took him on a couple playoff runs, and now the Bucks are back.
He
in
gave
the
him a couple runs though. I don't even see Aaron giving a couple runs. I think he give him like I'll say two.
Yeah, it was a couple as in 2 runs.
I'll say 2. What your boy gave him 3 though? He gave him 3. You know, Tom
Brady?
gave Tampa 3. Yeah,
I don't
the
consider
Super Bowl run.
fun,
The year they tried to run it back, and then that last year where he got smacked by the Dallas.
that ain't a run though.
I don't even know their name, man. I don't know the dudes across the border that swear they.
He got
Okay, the year. Okay, so
playoff
2 runs.
spot.
He gave him 2 deep
Yeah,
runs. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. He got a provisional playoff spot last season, being an under 500 team, and got blown out in the first round by Dallas.
Shout out to the wifey, man. She a bird. I had to steal her away. It took a little work, man. She was we ain't gonna talk about them, but yeah, she was one of them from birth. And then I was like, look, all your players, you an Alabama fan, all your players over here, your favorite quarterback over here, you might as well join. And she was like, all right. It took a little bit though. Like it was like week 14-ish, and then it was like, all right, let me see. Then she kind of went through the playoff run. Then she kind of at the end of the season was like, I think I'm gonna be all in next year. Like, okay,
that's how you know she's the one.
You know, it took a little work. We've been together a long time, bro. We've been married for 10 years in July. So I never complained about it before. Because I was like, you got your team, I got mine. And I was like, you know what? I think we need to share this. Because she like want to go to games and stuff. So
Yeah,
man.
facts. Shout out.
Mhm.
Shout out to the wifey, man. She a true one. She's a rider. But let's talk about this, man. So our offense got better. The Jets, obviously, we know they got better. They got Aaron Rodgers. They brought in a few pieces. Right now, we play each other. We obviously know everybody gonna pick their team.
We are
but
getting our asses whooped.
we all know we pick. You picking the Eagles?
I'm walking in up in that arena. 8 minutes left in the first quarter. Catch y'all later. I'm hitting the traffic. I'm out of there.
How if we're going together? You can't leave me.
Your happy ass can sit there and enjoy the game. I'm up and out of there.
You can wait in the car then.
Yeah, I'll wait in the car. I'll wait in the car.
Nah, man. I don't think it's gonna be. I honestly think we're gonna be so unstoppable. It's gonna be crazy though.
I think.
But
so.
I also can see the bad. You know, we've had teams in past history in the NFL that have had great setups. It looked at almost too perfect to be true, and then you see them fall apart, or you see them get Patriots 19-0, one game. What 18-0, one game away. They just needed one.
We needed one as well.
But I'm saying we needed one. We needed one drive. We needed 1 minute and 20 seconds without a holding penalty. We needed the drive with 1 minute 20 seconds and 2 touchdowns with Jalen Hurts with the ball in his hands.
Mhm.
We would be Super Bowl champions right now with that drive.
No question. But I think the setup is perfect for us to get back and win it. And when you look at the roster, you have a lot of young guys, and you have vet experience and leadership sprinkled in there, and the culture that they set last season and the year prior. I don't really see where we just have a colossal downfall.
I'm sorry, Anthony. I'm posted. Just look at his face.
It's true. Anything can happen, Kyle. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Listen,
Listen,
could
you gotta come in with a little bit of something. You can't just like.
I need to
Man.
see it on the field. I need to see 11 on 11. 4 quarters. I need to see it.
You gotta.
As of right now, we
small
can stick
steps.
it.
It's small
As of
steps. So
right
you gotta
now-
see like OTAs, rookie mini camp, training camp,
There's only 2
preseason.
ways that this is a success. We win a Super Bowl with Rodgers, or we make 2 playoff runs with Rodgers, and we have a replacement for him afterwards. Because if Aaron Rodgers leaves in 2 years, we don't have a replacement. The whole team comes crashing down. So it don't matter. It don't mean shit to me unless we win a Super Bowl or have a replacement after Rodgers. It don't mean nothing.
We're gonna do this. You know, I had added this segment last time, around the world. We're gonna do it one more time. We had a few teams have a good draft. Who outside of the Eagles, outside of the Jets, who had the best draft for you guys?
That's a good question. I like what the Texans did in the first round. I mean, honestly, I haven't really followed anything that other teams have done in the draft, to just keep it a buck. But what they did in the first round to kind of double dip 2 and 3 to get 2 franchise cornerstones, I thought was a pretty good move. And especially for day one, I think them and the Eagles were the 2 winners.
You don't think they overpaid for Will Anderson though?
I don't know.
This the thing I heard today, right? And it kind of screwed my head. I'm gonna get back to you in a second. Hold on. But I heard a dude. He said if they take Will Anderson first, and leave C.J. Stroud, they get outbidded for C.J. Stroud. So they had to do it that way. So they basically simplified in their head like this is what we would have paid for C.J. Stroud. So we're willing to pay it now to get the person we were going to take with 2.
Mm-hmm.
Because think about it, if they leave C.J. Stroud for 3 and Arizona get a bidding war, you might pay way more than you paid to get back up there.
Yeah.
And
Facts.
the thing about it is, Texans have Cleveland's first round pick next year. They still have a first round pick. It ain't like they lost. They still in the position to, get good. I mean, Back to what you were saying, though. No, I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah. No, I think Twiz makes a good point. Detroit had a good draft. Yeah, they pretty solid. I mean, now that the Swift trade's gone through and you kind of aren't scratching your head at the whole like, why did they take Jahmyr Gibbs at 13? Yeah, they had a pretty sneaky good draft. They also stole Brian Branch from us, which pissed me off. But it's
I love
cool
Sidney Brown though a little
because
bit
we
more.
stole Swift,
Sorry.
so it's cool. But yeah, I mean those are two teams, and Stu also said Seattle had a good draft too.
Yeah, I did put
There was
Stu
there
up
was
the
a
first
bunch of
game.
teams that had some pretty
Mhm.
solid drafts.
Kyle.
I was gonna. My first thought was Seattle. I mean, they got the best corner in the draft, the best receiver in the draft, both in the first round, and they didn't pick them too early. And then Derek Hall out of Auburn in the second round is a very good pickup, especially because they need help at linebacker. Him paired with Bobby Wagner coming back, I like it. I like Seattle's draft. That towards the end of the draft, I don't know these motherfuckers. Who's Mike Morris? Like, I don't know this guy, but those top three. That's pretty solid for not having to move around at all.
They did a
Those
pretty good
three
job,
guys.
but I thought that linebacker was a little reach. I thought Gibbs was a reach. I don't care that you gave up.
I thought Van Ness to the Packers was a bit of a reach too.
It
I
was
agree.
when you had if any one of those receivers turned out to be decent, any Zay Flowers was on the board. Like you had some dogs out there, you could have picked that receiver to help your young quarterback out. You
Yep.
leaving him with a like they're gonna expect him to be so good, and then he gonna be crazy.
Facts.
And yeah, I was just gonna say that Sidney Brown to me is more versatile than Brian Branch. I'm kind of glad Detroit took him.
Yeah, me too. After reading into Sidney Brown and everything that he's done at Illinois and like his pro day combine, Senior Bowl, all that, he's probably, other than Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter, he's probably the guy I'm most excited about just because of his tape and like his measurables. Like he's an absolute unit. The size obviously worries you a little bit, and his tackling worries you, but everything else is
Listen,
like
honest to God, truth though, I'd rather a person that's willing to tackle than a person running from tackles.
Mm-hmm.
He can't tackle that well, but every play I watched in every game, if he was there, he made an attempt. He at least grabbed him. Right. He might be like, all right, buddy, gonna run me over, so let me kind of grab and turn so he don't get my full body. But he was there. I was okay with that because I think you get 20 pounds of muscle, grown man. He only like 23, 22, 23. Like you mold him, he get bigger. He might. Listen, I said it myself. He give me Brian Dawkins vibes.
Yeah, hey. I'm not gonna go that far because
listen, you gotta look at the tape.
Think about Kayvon Wallace.
No, I told everybody, man. I'm like, they like, oh, we got. I'm like, he's a bum. They're like, nah, you gotta believe me. He gonna. I'm like, bro, I didn't see it at Clemson like that.
Yeah.
He was on and off at Clemson, and that's college. So if I see you wishy-washy then, when I put you on my NFL team, I need to know. Like Sidney Brown on tape, even in bad games where they was getting like blowed out, I seen 100% effort. I seen that dog. I seen him willing to come down like a missile and catch a small receiver, catch a small running back, put his head in their chest and run through. Like, he give me that Troy Polamalu, John Lynch feel. Like,
yeah.
My boy Dev, he in here. He said he give him a the dude from San Francisco with the hair, Talafunga. Yeah, he said he give him like that vibe.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited to see what he does. I think he's gonna compete for a day one spot with Edmonds and Blankenship. And the pick reminded me a lot of when we took Avonte Maddox.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, you kind of right about that. Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm very excited for Sidney Brown.
Excited ain't even a thing.
And Tyler Steen too. That was solid. That was very solid.
It's more solid than people think.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, offensive line is not a sexy pick. Everybody
No.
knows that, but
It's a future pick.
yeah, it's a Howie pick. It's shoring up the trenches. He's going to Stoutland University, has great tools. Another freakish athlete. He gets active in the second level, and he's also played multiple positions on the offensive line. He's going to be a dude Jeff Stoutland is going to have his way with, and he's going to be able to mold him as well into whatever he wants him to be.
Hey, I see you got. I didn't even know he got. I put him on the flyer, but I didn't realize you got Zaire Barnes.
Mm-hmm.
That's some nice linebacker, man.
That is a nice.
I know why he slipped in the draft though. He went to Western Michigan. So I watched a lot of his tape because I picked him up a lot of times in like the 4th and 5th round on my mocks. Shout out to Cole's Cowboy, man. Shout out to Cole's, man. I got a show with him every Sunday. Every Sunday, y'all. Hey, man, me and Cole, the Clash of Enemies, man. We're gonna be on every Sunday. We just got a new intro. Oh man.
Hey, I
look.
thought that Mozzie Smith pick was pretty solid.
Mozzie Smith, yeah. I'm for me, right? It was the best pick on the board for them. But I think you could have gave Nolan Smith to them, and you get a chance to pull Micah off the line so much. He can play more off-ball linebacker.
Yeah.
He can kind of control your defense a little bit more. I'm starting to look at that pick, and I'm like, Mozzie don't really stop you from having to use Micah as a tool. Even though he is a great tool, you know what I'm saying? He can go all over the field. I just felt like you can give him more reps blitzing from that linebacker spot like he was doing at the end of the year. He was causing havoc. But they also were trying to create a lot of pressure last year. So
yeah, that's that's one area that Dallas needs is that interior pressure. He's a guy that's going to give them that, and yeah, it's going to be Eagles Cowboys for the NFC. It's going to I
think we're in for a treat next year, though, man. I really think it's going to be interesting. Like, people think it's going to be ugly. I think the next season we come into is going to be very interesting. They're talking about the NFC so weak, but I think a lot of these teams they think is weak going to show up. I think a lot of the teams that they think going to show up not going to be there.
Like, I think the 49ers are going to fall off quite a bit.
They don't have consistent quarterback plays. Right now, their starting quarterback is Sam Darnold.
Hey, tell us about Sam Darnold, Kyle. Tell us.
It's a problem. It's a problem to have him as your starter. It's not good. It's not good. Wasn't good from day one. Wasn't good season 2. It was a problem. You don't want him.
Listen, at the start of the training camp, he would be the starting quarterback until one of those quarterbacks are cleared for contact. Both of those quarterbacks are out right now on injury reserve. Brock Purdy might be out the whole year.
Mm-hmm.
He had the same surgery that Bryce Harper just had.
Yeah.
Bryce is back tomorrow.
Yeah. 190 something days?
159.
159 days. That's a long time for a football season.
That's
159 days put us back at what? Almost January-ish? December?
Yeah.
Your team in win or lose mode at that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's playoff or bust at that point. Hey, if you down at the bottom of the slums, you might as well sit your quarterback if you come back that late.
Yeah. Yeah, rest them for an entire year and get them ready for next season. But the thing about the 49ers is that not only that, but you look on their defense, their secondary, they lost a lot of key guys. Nobody's talking about Jimmy Ward.
Mm-hmm.
They lost another corner. I think he went to Detroit. I forget who. But who did they replace him with? Like, their secondary is going to be food when we rematch them. Our guys are just it's going to be a wrap. It's going to be a wrap.
So, do the Jets win the division next year?
No.
Can they win? What does it take for them to win?
They can't.
Why not?
They can't because we're not going to be the best team in the division. I am very low on the Bills. That's not just because I'm a Jets fan. You've heard me talk about this all last season, how I knew the Bills were frauds. They're still a damn good regular season team. They're going to win their 12, 13, 14 games next year. I think we'll be in the running for the division until about Thanksgiving. And then it'll collapse.
My brother said Buffalo is looking at getting Dalvin Cook. Does that scare you?
I mean, no, because Buffalo.
He's a Buffalo fan, so
Buffalo already scares me. So I'm not even tripping about it. I mean, if they do, I think that solves a lot of their problems. Because what was I saying all year, bro? Like, you can't run the ball with your quarterback all the time. They had no running game. They couldn't chew down any clock. I kept saying last year they kept getting beat in the second half because they couldn't run the ball when they were up 17 in the first half. But if they get a running back in there, might be a problem.
Anthony, I heard some Cowboy fans say they want Derrick Henry. Does that make you a little bit nervous?
Can they get Derrick Henry though? That's the thing.
Okay, if they wait till June 1st, they can. He'll only be like 5.67 million to the cap. They can afford that.
Yeah. I mean that Derrick Henry's a scary thing. I mean, we talked about it on here, or not on our program, but Derrick Henry again behind this offensive line would like break the league. And that solves probably the only need really for the Dallas offense, in my opinion, because you're getting Tony Pollard off of an injury, a serious injury. And you just drafted Deuce Vaughn as your running back 2 and Ronald Jones competing for running back 2. I think you're going to need another guy in there just because, the running game with the league in the NFL as of late has been run by committee. You got to have like multiple guys to kind of like keep the rotation, keep guys fresh. You don't really have a lot of those like 25, 30 plus carry guys other than Derrick Henry. But I mean, Derrick Henry and Tony Pollard would be that would be your true thunder and lightning duo, and that would be absolutely filthy. But
I asked y'all the question earlier though, right? And I ain't even answered the question. My pick was the Ravens.
The Ravens.
Yeah, you get OBJ, Trenton Simpson, Zay Flowers. Like, you got some weapons. Like, you got some offensive line pieces. Like, they picked up a steal. I'm looking at their draft class right now.
And their defense is top tier.
They got the edge rusher out of Ole Miss. Like they got one of the top corners. They did some moves. Like I really like the Ravens moves. Like you paid your quarterback and then you was like, let me man up and get him some pieces so he don't just walk out or he complaining next year because we still at the bottom of the league in all categories other than rushing.
Yeah. I like I actually you make a good call there with the Ravens. That's a sneaky spot. Man.
The Zay Flowers pick really closed it. Like, cause now you got Rashad Bateman, OBJ, Zay Flowers. You got your running back J.K. Dobbins coming back. You got your offensive line getting healthy. You Raekwon Smith. You add to the cornerback room. Like they really put together a draft class where they really could. Trenton Simpson come in. You could pair him up with Roquan. Now you got two dynamic because you're trying to get rid of Patrick Queen anyways.
Yeah. They're building a squad over there. Listen, this AFC is going to be crazy. Like we talk about like with the West and the NBA. Like the West is crazy. The AFC is going to be crazy.
I'm ready for Golden State, LA, man. I'm ready to see LeBron go home again, baby. I'm sorry. He got to play. He got to play the real king. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I told you it was going to go 7 games.
You did.
Yeah, you did say 7 games.
I did say 7 games.
I thought they was gonna do Sacramento a little nasty, but Sacramento had a little push. Even last night when they lost, they had a little push.
Mm-hmm.
They gave up in that third quarter. That third quarter run by
Yeah.
Golden State is
That was
almost unstoppable, bro.
That was like a monumental collapse for
And
Sacramento.
then you let Steph just do whatever he wants.
Yeah. 50 in a game 7. Like
Most in NBA history.
He had
Hey,
5. He was 5 for 12 at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, he was like 8 for 12, well 5 for 12 from the 3-point. I was like, oh, this is ugly. He high. He final all. Oh yeah, this is ugly. This finna get nasty. This finna be unbearable. And then the third quarter hit, and I was like, he got 40.
yeah.
Like yeah, they in trouble. They in trouble.
Yeah, you watched it. I mean, Sacramento couldn't hit a 3 to save their life. And
No,
I
they
knew that in
couldn't.
the
And they
first
were so
quarter.
hot the first 2 quarters. It was
like you started to see it, and it's like, listen, Golden State's gonna be able to hit their threes when they need to. Sacramento has been shaky all series from the 3-point line. They're gonna need to hit. They're gonna need some shots to fall to stay in it or win. That just didn't happen.
I like the
All
Golden
shots
State
were-
playing last night. You know what it was? I liked it. They were letting Sabonis get free.
Yeah.
And giving him shots all over the floor. Like, if we gonna lose, you gonna beat us.
Mm-hmm.
And they knew he couldn't.
Yeah.
Everybody that covered him, they're like, hey, just watch the paint. Draymond was on and Draymond fell back. They put Looney on. Looney was in the paint. They were just like, look, let him do whatever he want to. And he was getting so scared and nervous, you could tell. I was like, oh, man, they're going to lose this game because everything was on him.
Mm-hmm.
We willing to double everybody else. We're going to let you play. You beat us, you beat us. You're going to need 70 to beat us tonight. Couldn't do it.
Nope.
So, hey, man, look, man, I'm waiting for these. What y'all got for me today, man? I'm waiting. I'm ready. What a list at?
All right, I got one.
Yeah,
Where's the list at?
All right, I got one. You both can try to do it.
Okay.
All right.
For those of you that didn't watch our last stream, we do this segment on our show called Out of Left Field. We kind of find an out there kind of stat or list of, let's just say, like total points scored in an NBA season, and we get a list of X amount of players or teams or whatever, and we have to name the list.
All right. Today, I need y'all to give me every single season rushing leader since 2000.
Since 2000.
2000.
Rushing leaders since 2000. In yards. Just
In
total
yards.
yards.
In yards. Well, not
Okay.
total yards, rushing yards.
Rushing yards. But
Okay.
yeah, total rushing yards.
Yeah.
All right.
2000.
Ladainian
Okay, last year was damn it, I know this. Derrick Henry like fucking 5 times. Shit.
Derrick Henry did it twice, 2020 and 2019.
Okay, Derrick Henry.
LaDainian Tomlinson.
LaDainian Tomlinson did it in 06 and 07.
Derrick Henry. I mean, we already said him. We said
Chris
LT.
Johnson.
AP. You can't leave AP out the board.
Yeah, AP.
AP did it in 15, 12, and 08.
Oh, Twiz say
Johnson.
Jamal Lewis.
Jamal Lewis did it in 2003 with 2,066 yards.
And he
Nice.
took Chris Johnson. He took my second one. God damn.
I said he took all of ours.
Chris Johnson did it in 2009.
Okay.
Marshall Falk.
Marshall Falk did not do it.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Taylor.
Fred Taylor.
No,
Fred
no,
Taylor.
the one that played for the Colts.
Oh, Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, he did it in 2021.
Is Curtis Martin on that list?
Curtis Martin is on that list in 2004.
Oh, Peyton Hillis.
Nope.
I know he was like two. I know he was like 1 or 2 1 year. I knew he was up there.
His lone Pro Bowl year.
Maurice Jones-Drew.
2011.
Hey,
Shady McCoy.
shout out Stu.
2013.
Okay. Marshawn Lynch.
No.
DeMarco Murray.
Steven Jackson. That's what Brett said.
DeMarco Murray did it in 2014. Steven Jackson never did it.
Okay.
Rams Todd
Bull.
Gurley.
Todd Gurley.
Nope.
No. So
You're
what
missing
are
some
we
heavy-
missing
All right.
What are we
So
missing?
far, you're missing this past year, 2022.
this past year?
18.
It was Miles Sanders this past year.
No, it wasn't.
No, not in the league.
No, not leading. Not leading. Then he wasn't leading.
You're missing 18 through 16. You're missing 10, 5, 2, 1, and 2000.
Okay, this year was Saquon.
No.
He didn't even.
They ain't CMC.
Nope.
Oh,
Eric Dickerson.
Eric Dickerson. That's crazy.
Oh,
No,
2000.
he didn't hear the question.
2000.
The
Never
question,
mind.
the question's total rushing leader since 2000.
Mm-hmm.
2000. Yeah, 2000.
Yeah, Eric Dickerson, little.
A little bit past his time. A little bit past his time.
I think
Okay,
he did that,
hold
what,
on.
81? No. 84.
84.
2000. My brain don't even equivalent running backs from 2000.
The player in
I
this
know.
player in 2000 did it twice in a row. He did it in 99 and 2000, and he was 21 and 22 years old on those two seasons.
Sean Alexander.
Sean Alexander is not the guy I'm thinking of, but he did it in 2005.
Okay.
Is Zeke on the list?
Zeke did it in 18 and 16.
Zeke. 2000.
There's a
No, Corey Dillon's not on that list.
Terrell Davis?
Davis.
Terrell Davis.
Might be a little bit out of his reach too.
Yeah, a little bit.
98. He did his 2000 and 98.
Yeah.
2000.
Priest Holmes.
Priest Holmes did it in 2001.
Jamal Charles?
Jamal Charles never did it.
No, he led the league in all-purpose yards,
Yeah.
not rushing yards.
Damn.
Oh, fuck.
Just to recap, you're missing 2000, 2002, 2010, 2017.
Is one of those running backs a Texas running back that I can't think of his name right now?
Texans.
We already got DeMarco.
Texans or Texas?
Texans.
Yes.
Arian Foster.
Damn!
Arian Foster did it.
Yes, that's him.
2010.
God damn it. I helped you out, Austin. I helped you out, Anthony.
Yeah, that's a good pull.
Hey, we doing this together. It's cool.
What about Ricky Williams?
Ricky Williams did it in 2002. You're just missing 2000 and 2017.
2000.
2017 Super Bowl year. We were the leading rushing team, but we didn't have the leading rusher.
Leading rusher. So I thought it was Saquon, but you said it wasn't.
Mm-mm.
No.
Is he AFC or NFC? 2000. The 2000.
AFC. And I'll give you another
Is
hint.
it Willis
He played-
McGahee?
No, I'll give you a hint. He
No.
played with a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Oh man. What's his name?
Oh my God, I can't think of this shit. 2000 Hall of Fame quarterback, AFC.
No.
Who?
Charlie Gardner? No,
No,
not him.
that's crazy. You crazy for that one.
Hall of Fame quarterback. The rookie's kid from the Broncos.
No, not the Broncos. It wasn't the Broncos. 2000. And y'all, you know what's funny? Like 2000, you think it was like so many, and then you got to think about the quarterbacks. I'm like, damn, what quarterbacks was popping? in
Yeah.
2000?
That's tough.
Hall of Fame quarterback at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know if he was a Hall of Famer at that point, but
You said it wasn't LaDainian Tomlinson.
nope.
No, we already have him.
He did it in 06 and 07.
Okay. It wasn't Fred Taylor.
Nope. Why don't you guys get the 2017 guy first and come back?
All
to
right.
this?
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
2017 is still hard for me. I'd rather get the 2017 to be a little easier. Edgerrin James?
Oh.
99.
Bruh, you know what's funny? I thought about him. Was like, nah, he ain't never been at the top of the league.
Mhm. Yeah, he ran for 1,700 yards in 2000.
No.
Dang, he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that was so long ago.
I completely
Dalvin Cook?
forgot he played with Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
2017. Okay, we down to 2017. And
2017.
let's lock in. Let's lock in.
AFC.
AFC. And it wasn't the Patriots. We know that because they didn't have shit water for a running game.
The Patriots.
The Chiefs, no.
Austin Eckler was not on the Chargers at that point. No. Philip
Broncos, no.
No.
Who did it wasn't Miami.
Y'all already said the team.
Oh, so it was I can go back there. I already know who it was then. I said no to him too. I just said it.
The Broncos?
I said did I say no, I said Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs.
Kareem Hunt. Yeah.
I said, look, I went to the Chiefs. Look, I was like, I said Broncos, Chiefs.
He was a
You looked at me crazy when I said Chiefs. I forgot. But I thought we said Hunt. Somebody said Hunt.
I don't think so.
Not in the
Just
chat?
said Hunt now.
If someone said it in the chat, I didn't hear it come out of y'all mouths.
Stu said Hunt just now, but
He
I
just said it.
before.
No, nobody said it. I thought it was said.
Kareem Hunt. Oh, wait. Did you guys get this year? This past year?
Did we?
I don't think you did.
I
Let me scroll up here.
don't think so.
Nah, you guys never got it.
No.
This past
sure?
year.
This
I'm pretty
past
sure.
year?
I'm
Oh
pretty
my
sure.
god.
AFC running back.
Austin Eckler.
No.
Wow. Nick Chubb.
No.
What? Oh my god. Said it right before. What the heck?
This year. I thought we got this year. Damn.
I don't think he did. I don't remember it. And I looked at the name and I was like, I don't remember hearing this name.
And it wasn't Chubb.
No.
No.
I was just going off of what he said. I was just putting his back out there.
Wow. Come on, y'all.
Not Derrick Henry.
No.
We already said him. This is so stupid.
This year, AFC team.
Sad. This is sad. Y'all should be ashamed of your damn self.
For real?
Yeah, bro.
Why? Because he top tier?
Yeah, he was in the running for offensive player of the year.
I should be ashamed of myself then.
Yeah.
The 2000 one kind of fried my brain.
No excuses. Keep it moving.
This year, AFC.
Oh my God.
He ran for 1,600 yards.
No.
And it wasn't Jonathan Taylor.
No.
We have bad short-term memory. Yes, we do. It's that eagle concentration that we have. We just couldn't.
Come
Don't
on,
say
man, we
it.
gotta get
Don't
this.
say it in chat, Stu. Don't say it. I just want to watch him struggle. For a while. Just go down the teams. Think of their running back. and
I'm
just
trying
keep
to do it
going.
in my head.
Chiefs had Isaiah Pacheco.
Sure as hell one hit.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't him. Broncos, they did a dual running back, so neither one of their running backs got it.
They got hurt.
The Jets, they had
Sure as hell
Brees
wasn't.
Hall.
Brees Hall, but he got hurt too early.
He got hurt.
Miami had Monster. He didn't make it.
No.
Patriots didn't have a good run game. Oh well, actually, Ramondre Stevenson had a pretty decent year, but he not to lead the league.
No. Not 1,600 good.
Yeah. The Bills don't have a running game.
No.
Travis Etienne didn't have
No.
1,600 yards.
No, hell no. Jags definitely not. Titans wasn't Derrick Henry.
No.
Jonathan Taylor.
No.
Houston had your boy.
Oh my God!
It might have been him.
No,
The one from Houston.
I don't think
'cause he
so.
killed us.
Was it?
Damn, what's his name? It started with a D.
Damian Pierce.
Damian Pierce.
No. No. Oh my God.
You said to go through all the teams. That's what we're doing. Or were we at?
Did I skip a team that's fucking? No, I ain't said them yet though. I ain't said them yet. I don't think I have.
You didn't say it was Austin Eckler. Josh
Whoa.
Jacobs.
Thank you.
Oh, it was fucking Justin. Damn it.
Oh my God.
1,653 yards.
Oh my God.
I was getting to the Raiders eventually. I had to go conference by conference. I was at Cincinnati, so I was gonna get to him.
Throw that
Might
up
have been a
out.
little bit.
I gotta find
Might
it.
have been a little bit.
Ah.
So y'all got anything else, man? I gotta go fix food. So any last words from y'all,
got
boy?
Priest Holmes before you got Josh Jacobs.
I mean, hey, we can reach a little bit. We was locked in, just not this year locked in.
I
Arian
couldn't
Foster.
care less about Josh Jacobs. I care about Priest Holmes.
You're right on that.
He's more historic in my brain.
Priest Holmes a dog. You're right.
So, all right, gentlemen, we had the 1 hour mark. Y'all want to give any last words, man? You ain't got to be brief. Just
Dubs and foe. That's all that matters.
It's on site for any NFC team, particularly the Cowboys. If y'all don't trade for Derrick Henry, you're getting put in a pack. The NFC East is going to be a pack for us this year. The entire conference is going to be a pack. We got this thing put together to play with them West teams. I ain't worried. Like John Moran said, I ain't worried about the NFC. I'm cool. I'm cool with the NFC. I'm worried about the AFC.
and you said just nothing. He has no hope, no faith.
Nah.
Over with. And if it does turn out to be good, he left enough of the door open that he could walk back in. Like, hey!
All I'm saying is don't let the Warriors win another ring. Don't let the Warriors win another ring because I'm about to tear the roof off this building if that happens.
Or the
All right,
Jets.
well, I'm gonna follow up right here.
That's not going to happen. But the Warriors, man.
Y'all have seen us at our worst. Y'all are witnessing us at our best. And there will be no surprise when we're holding up a Lombardi at the end of this year. There will be no surprise. We have Jalen Hurts. We got Nick Sirianni. You don't even want to know about Ski Mask Howie. He got the shirt on. We can talk about it.
Look, I said
we ready
I
for
got
what?
one right here.
Bring in your face.
I need another one.
You know what I'm saying? Like we need another one of these. You feel me? I'm trying to get another one.
I need this ring to have 2 Lombardis on it, not just one. That's gonna happen. I thought Philly 500 said something very interesting on his live streams or videos. Shout out Philly 500. He a real one. But he said we're entering the golden age of Eagles football, it feels like. We're going to be on like a 3 to 4 year, maybe even longer run of competing to like being a Final Four team in the NFC and competing for Super Bowls. And I agree. The way this team is set up, you got all these young guys, all these big-time draft picks, the mix of veteran guys, and they're all under contract. And you have a quarterback like Jalen Hurts. It's going to be tough to take down that team. Very tough.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, man, it's been another one. It's been fun. Day one to pop. Hey, we gonna make this one a regular one, man. It's gonna be something that y'all gonna want to tune in for, because it's gonna get better. Shout out to them, man. Y'all go subscribe, go like, watch videos, tune in. We on Twitter, man. We on the platforms. We here, man. Mm-hmm. They just got gritty with Smitty, man. I might have to come to theirs next though. They didn't been here twice. I might have to come over there. Y'all let me know when y'all ready, man. I'm ready.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, and on that note,
yeah, fam, I'm back.
man, if you watch to the end, Thursday, 4:30, me and Mark Farzetta will be on here. It will be lit and live. And Friday, 7 o'clock. If you don't tune in, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're going to be lost, confused, and some of them missing. You got to get gritty with Smith if you want to be on 4133 The Pod, man. We living like this. Shout out to y'all, man. Love, peace, live. And until next time, man.